Hello, everyone. My name is Shawn Robert Johnson, and in this message, I want to speak directly to women who have been carrying pain silently for far too long. Many women spend their entire lives being strong for everybody else while secretly struggling themselves. Some women are carrying heartbreak, trauma, disappointment, abandonment, emotional exhaustion, anxiety, depression, loneliness, betrayal or wounds nobody fully understands. Some women will smile publicly while privately trying to hold themselves together emotionally. This is not about perfection. It's about healing, growth, peace, restoration, and purpose. Women carry so much emotionally. Many continue showing up for their family, for their children, relationships, careers, responsibilities, and expectations while silently hurting inside. Some women are emotionally exhausted because they have spent years pouring into everybody else while nobody poured into them. Some women have become so used to surviving that they no longer even recognize how tired they really are emotionally. And sometimes the world becomes so focused on what women do for others that people forget women need support too. Women need encouragement too. Women need healing too. Women need safe places too. Many women have learned to hide their pain because life forced them to become strong early. Some had to grow up too fast. Some carry responsibilities nobody should have carried alone. Some experience trauma nobody ever helped them heal from properly. And over time, many women learn how to survive emotionally while silently neglecting themselves internally. But survival is not the same as healing. Just because someone keeps functioning does not mean that they are emotionally okay. Some women are carrying years of pain from broken relationship, childhood trauma, abandonment, rejection, abuse, disappointment, grief, or emotional neglect. And sometimes women become so busy taking care of everyone else, they could they completely forget to take care of themselves. So I want every woman listening to this to understand clearly your pain does not erase your value. Your struggles do not remove your purpose. Your difficult seasons do not cancel your future. And no matter what life has done to you, healing is still possible. No matter how broken life may have felt at times, your life still has meaning. Your voice still matters, your heart still matters, and your future still matters. This is about reminding women that they are more than pain they survive, more than heartbreak they endure, more than trauma they experience. This is about healing, growth, and restoration, like I said. So let's get into this about women today. All right, so one of the most dangerous things pain can do is make people question their worth. Life can make women feel invisible, unappreciated, rejected, abandoned, emotionally drained, or unloved. Some women have been hurt by relationships, betrayal, criticism, manipulation, emotional abuse, or toxic environments for so long that they begin believing they deserve less than they truly do. Pain has a way of attacking confidence. And after enough disappointment, some women begin shrinking themselves emotionally just to avoid being hurt again. Some begin settling for less because they no longer believe they deserve better. Some lose themselves trying to earn love from people who never truly valued them in the first place. But your worth is not determined by who hurt you. Your worth is not determined by failed relationships, mistakes, trauma, rejection, abandonment, or difficult seasons. Your value existed before the pain and still exists after it. Some women spent years trying to prove their worth to people who never capable of appreciating them properly. But real value does not need to beg for validation. Real value does not need to chase acceptance from people committed to misunderstanding you. Sometimes healing begins the moment a woman realizes she no longer has to beg for the love, peace, respect, honesty, loyalty, or appreciation she already deserves naturally. Knowing your worth changes everything. It changes what you tolerate emotionally. It changes how you allow people to treat you. It changes how you speak to yourself internally. It changes the environment you remain connected to. It changes your standards. And it changes the way you protect your peace. Many women, many women have spent years apologizing for things that were never their fault. Some carry guilt for surviving painful situations. Some carry shame from experiences that deeply wounded them emotionally. Some blame themselves for relationships that broke them. But healing requires women to stop measuring their worth through the opinions of people who damage them emotionally. You are not hard to love because someone failed to love you correctly. You are not worthless because someone abandoned you. You are not broken beyond repair because life hurt you deeply. Your value does not decrease because someone failed to recognize it. And one of the most powerful moments in a woman's life is when she stopped accepting less than she deserves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and personally. Knowing your worth is not arrogance. It is self-respect. It is emotional maturity. It is recognizing that your heart, your peace, your time, your energy, and your life has value. So know your worth. Healing is one of the hardest journeys a person can take because healing forces people to confront emotional wounds they tried to bury for years. Some women become so used to surviving pain that they forget what peace even feels like. Many women learn how to function while emotionally hurting inside. They learn how to smile while crying privately. They learn how to continue carrying responsibilities while mentally exhausted. But unhealed pain eventually affects every area of life. Hurt people sometimes continue attracting hurt situations because the wounds were never fully addressed. Some women unknowingly carry fear, insecurity, abandonment issues, or emotional trauma into every relationship because healing never truly happened internally. And pain that is ignored does not disappear. It often shows up through anxiety, emotional exhaustion, fear of trust, anger, sadness, isolation, or emotional walls. Healing matters because healing changes lives. Healing allows women to stop carrying emotional baggage into every new season of life. Healing allows women to rediscover themselves outside of survival mode. Healing allows women to finally breathe emotionally again. Healing does not mean pretending the pain never happened. Healing means learning how to move forward without allowing pain to continue controlling your identity. Healing means refusing to let heartbreak define your future forever. Healing means understanding that what happened to you is part of your story, but is not the end of your story. And healing is not easy. Healing takes honesty. Healing takes accountability. Healing takes self-reflection. Healing takes courage. Sometimes healing means grieving relationships that emotionally damage you. Sometimes healing means forgiving yourself for staying too long in painful situations. Sometimes healing means confronting trauma you spent years avoiding emotionally. And sometimes healing means learning how to love yourself again after life made you feel emotionally broken. But healing transforms people. A healed woman carries herself differently. A healed woman speaks differently. A healed woman protects her peace differently. A healed woman no longer tolerates environments that destroy her emotionally. And one of the most beautiful things about healing is this: healing restores hope. It reminds women that pain is temporary, but growth is possible. So learn to heal from your pain. It may not always be easy, but you can do it. One thing life teaches us is that peace is valuable. Many women, they lose themselves trying to survive difficult seasons, toxic environments, unhealthy relationships, emotional chaos, manipulation, stress, and constant disappointment. Some women spend years pouring into others while completely neglecting themselves emotionally. Some give so much love away that they eventually become emotionally empty themselves. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's necessary because constantly living in emotional chaos eventually damages mental health, confidence, emotional stability, and overall well being. Some women remain connected to environments that constantly drain them because they fear disappointing others. But protecting your peace sometimes requires difficult decisions. Sometimes protecting your peace means setting boundaries with people who constantly hurt you emotionally. Sometimes it means walking away from relationships that repeatedly destroy your confidence and emotional stability. Sometimes it means choose healing over chaos. Sometimes it means separating yourself from negativity, manipulation, dishonesty, or environments where your spirit constantly feels heavy. And sometimes protecting your peace means finally choosing yourself after years of sacrificing your emotional well being for everyone else. You cannot heal properly in environments that constantly destroy your peace. You cannot grow emotionally while constantly surrounded by chaos. Peace is necessary for healing. Peace is necessary for growth. For growth, peace is necessary for emotional restoration. Many women were taught to prioritize everybody else before themselves, but constantly neglecting your emotional health eventually becomes dangerous. Rest matters. Mental health matters. Emotional peace matters. And protecting your peace is an act of self respect. It does not mean you hate people. It means you finally love yourself enough to stop allowing constant emotional damage into your life. A peaceful life may require uncomfortable boundaries, difficult conversations, or painful endings. But protecting your peace can completely change the direction of your future emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You have to be willing to protect your peace. You have to. I know it's hard, but you have to. That's how you're going to get through it. Women are some of the strongest people in this world. That is a fact. Women continue surviving things that will completely break many people emotionally. Women often carry families emotionally while dealing with their own struggles silently. Women continue showing up for children, careers, responsibilities, and relationships while carrying this emotional pain that nobody sees. Women, they have survived heartbreak, trauma, abandonment, grief, disappointment, financial struggles, emotional exhaustion, betrayal, painful life seasons. Yet they continue moving forward. That strength deserves recognition. But one thing I want women to understand clearly is this: strong people still need healing too. Strength does not mean pretending you never hurt. Strength does not mean carrying everything alone. Strength does not mean suppressing emotions until you completely break internally, until you drain. Real strength is continuing to grow despite painful season. Real resilience is surviving pain without allowing it to permanently harden your heart. Many women became strong because life gave them no choice. Some had to survive environments that forced them to mature emotionally too early. Some had to become emotionally independent because they learned nobody was coming to save them. And while that strength is admirable, many strong women are secretly exhausted. Strong women cry too. Strong women struggle too. Strong women feel overwhelmed too. Strong women need support too. And healing does not make a woman weak, it makes her healthier emotionally. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every difficult season you survive proves your resilience. Every painful chapter you overcame is evidence that strength already exists inside of you. And even if life wounded you emotionally, the fact that you are still here proves something powerful. You survived. Not everybody understands how difficult your journey has been. Not everybody sees the silent battles you fought internally, but your survival matters. Your resilience matters. Your strength deserves recognition. And this is why we are highlighting this for the women. So, no matter what life has done to you, your purpose still exists. Your pain does not disqualify you from your purpose. Your difficult seasons do not erase your future. Many women mistakenly believe that because life hurt them deeply, they no longer have any value, anything of value left to offer the world. That's not true. But pain does not cancel purpose. In fact, sometimes painful experiences become the very thing that develops wisdom, compassion, strength, and empathy and leadership inside a person. Sometimes the very thing that almost broke you become the thing that eventually helps someone else heal. Sometimes your story becomes your strength. Sometimes your pain becomes part of your purpose. There are women listening who survive things nobody even knows about, things that they don't even talk about. Women who kept going despite emotional pain. Women who carried families through difficult seasons. Women who survived heartbreak but still learned how to love again. Women who endured trauma but still found the courage to keep living. Women who quietly became examples of resilience without even realizing it. I truly believe many women underestimate how powerful they really are. They are survivors. They are healers. They are mothers, mentors, leaders, creators, visionaries, and future change makers that are listening to this. And many women do not realize how deeply their strength inspires others. Some women think that their story is only pain, but your story also contains survival. Your story contains growth. Your story contains wisdom. Your story contains resilience, and your life still has purpose attached to it. Your voice still matters. Your future, it still matters. Your dreams, it still matters. Your healing, it still matters. And no matter how dark life became at times, your purpose still exists. So I want every woman listening to this to remember you deserve peace, healing, purpose, and genuine love. You deserve environments that help you grow instead of constantly breaking you emotionally. You deserve relationships built on honesty, respect, trust, and emotional safety. You deserve to experience joy without guilt. You deserve to experience peace without constantly living in survival mode. Do not allow your pain to convince you that your life has no value. Do not allow difficult seasons to make you forget your strength. Do not allow heartbreak to make you stop believing healing is possible. Healing is possible. Growth is possible. Peace is possible. Happiness is possible. No matter what you've been through, your story is not over yet. Some of the strongest women in this world are women who survived painful seasons and still found the courage to keep going. And if you are still going, still breathing, still fighting, still trying, still hoping, then there is still purpose attached to your life. I hope this reminded every woman listening that you are stronger than your pain, greater than your path, and worthy of healing, peace, and love. My name is Shawn Robert Johnson, and I want to say thank you for everybody that's listening. Follow me across all of the platforms on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Here's my handle, and let's continue saving souls one at a time.